Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. This is a fourth game between Stockfish 9 and Leela Chess 0, played in 2018. Stockfish 9 had white pieces and the game started with e3. Leela Chess 0 played e6, d3. Again, Stockfish refused to play the opening properly, as we know it. I wouldn't be surprised if someday Magnus Carlsen would start playing this opening. The game continued. d5, h3, c5, a3. I got to try this pattern someday. It seems easy to learn. Knight to f6, g3, bishop to e7, b3, knight to c6, bishop to g2, e5, knight to e2, bishop to e6, bishop to b2. We have seen this pattern in the previous games. Stockfish allows Leela to grab a space, and then Stockfish fights uphill. This is a very interesting strategy, isn't it? The game continued. d4, winning even more space on the board. e4, black to move. If black castles kingside, then sooner or later white may play f4. So Leela played g5, preventing f4. Knight to d2, h5. Leela plays aggressively. Knight to f3, provoking g4. Rook to g8. Bishop to c1. g4. Knight to g5, attacking the bishop on e6. G takes on h3, attacking the bishop on g2. Bishop takes on h3. Bishop takes bishop. Rook takes bishop. Queen to d7, attacking the rook, threatening. Rook takes knight, and then queen takes rook on h3. Knight to g1. Queen to g4. Queen to e2. And this is now the critical position of the game. Leela Chess 0 played. Rook takes on g5, getting two pieces for the rook. Did Stockfish blunder? What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Please pause and find the best move for white. What did you find? Let's see what doesn't work. If bishop takes on g5, queen takes on g5. Black is better. Let's go back. If queen takes on g4, then rook takes on g4 and black is winning. What is the solution then? In this position, Stockfish 9 played this very clever move. f3, attacking the queen. And where is the queen going? If queen goes, say, to a safe spot, then bishop takes on g5. So in this position, Leela played queen takes on g3 check. Rook takes on g3, rook takes on g3. Material is equal, but the space advantage that black enjoyed is worth nothing. The game continued. Queen to f1, king to d7, intending rook from a to g8. Knight to e2, attacking the rook, rook to g7. Bishop to d2, rook from a to g8. f4, knight to g4, and Stockfish castled queenside. h4, king to b2, king's safety first. Knight to e3, bishop takes on e3, d takes on e3, queen to h3 check, king to c7, queen takes on e3 is possible, f takes on e5 was played. Rook to g2, invading the second rank and attacking the knight. Queen takes on e3, h3, white to move. Knight to f4. If queen takes on h3, rook takes knight. So we have knight to f4, attacking the rook. Rook from 8 to g3, attacking the queen. White to move. What would you do? What is the best square for the queen? Stockfish did not move the queen. Knight takes on g2 was played. Rook takes queen. Knight takes on e3. Knight takes on e5. Knight to d5 check. King to d7, white to move. Rook to h1 was played. Knight takes on e7. Here's a move that humans would play, except Tal, when they are better materially. Back to our game. Rook to h1. Bishop to g5. Rook takes on h3. King to e6. Rook to h7. Knight to f3. King to c3. Bishop to d2 check. King to c4. The legend says that Leela's makeup suddenly got ruined. King to d6. Leela goes for a cheapo. b4 was played. If rook takes on f7, then knight to e5 check, and after king to b5, knight takes on f7. Of course, Stockfish 9 doesn't fall for it. b4, b6, rook to h8, knight to d4, attacking the pawn on c2. b takes on c5 check. Pawn takes pawn on c5. Rook to d8 check. King to c6. Rook to c8 check. King to d6. Rook takes on c5. Knight takes on c2. d4. Knight takes on a3 check. King to b3. Knight to b1. How would you continue now? Stockfish played king to c2, forking the knight and the bishop. Knight to a3 check. King takes bishop. f6. Leela refuses to resign. King to d3, king to e6, rook to a5, knight to b5. Well, if knight to b1, rook to a1, winning the knight. We have knight to b5, rook takes on b5, f5, rook to a5, f4, white to move. Instead of taking the pawn on f4, Stockfish decided to play cat and mouse game, just to show who is the boss. Rook takes on a7, f3, rook to e7 check, king to d6, king to c4, f2, e5 check, king to c6, white to move and to checkmate in one. Rook to c7, checkmate. That was the last game of the match, and Leela's most embarrassing defeat against Stockfish. The legend says that Leela was so upset about this loss that she even refused to have a dinner that night. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.